with middle schoolers, making Judaism personal to a student's life is basically the ball game. If they can't see themselves, if it doesn't speak to them, it would be very, very difficult for them to engage with any element of identity. And that is essentially what I do, building and really strengthening that element of Jewish identity.
I was in a place where I was kind of rebelling against Judaism. I didn't want to be a part of it. I was over it. You know, it was a time at which I felt conflicted.
They're going to rebel at this point because they are, for the most part, being told certain things that they have to do. The ability to empathize with them and realize that they're going through some big things is really, really important.
I felt incredibly supported and like she cared for me as a person rather than just a student, and that foundation of respect and care and support was what made it possible for her to be a mentor in my life.
When the latest uptick in violence happened in Israel and Palestine, Samara reached out to me to say, I'm really confused. I now have friends challenging me in terms of my Judaism, in terms of my relationship to Israel. What do I do?
Having a different opinion than friends who I'd always agreed with, feeling like my politics were suddenly wrong, was scary for a moment. She understood so specifically what I was going through, and she just facilitated a group where we could support each other and our ideas and learn and move forward.
I saw Samara really genuinely come into her own, really owning who she is as a Jew, as a proud Jew. As a young woman who's ready to take on the world and who is very, very aware of who she is. I would like to think that all of my students know that they can have that sort of relationship. It's a huge privilege.
I think it's really beautiful how I've, found ways to incorporate Judaism in my life and, really found such a love for it and a love for my culture, and it feels like something that belongs to me.
This is the best measure of knowing that I've done what I needed to do as a Jewish educator.